So then hiyo mahusiano interpersonal relationship hiyo tunasema mahusiano. Kuna watu ambao wako na ugumu wa kufanya marafiki, kupata marafiki. So pia hiyo
ni moja, hiyo inachangia bado.
Good. So vile unafikiria benefit ya counseling?
Benefit ya counseling kuna ndio usiumie. Ikikuja vizuri na uishikilie, inaweza kukutoa a place to another. A step. Sababu si eti imekuja bure. Naweza uliza hata wewe kitu hivi nione hii kitu ilikuwa inanilemea, lakini njia yenye nimejibiwa hata kama haijanitosheleza vizuri, lakini wacha nifuate nione. So unaona itakuwa imenibadilisha.
Hiyo ni ukweli. Pia mtu anafanya decision nzuri. Mtu anajijua zaidi. Mtu anajua kukuwa na mahusiano ya watu wengine vizuri. Na kusolve problems generally in life. So counseling iko na benefits mingi. True.
Thank you.
So maybe tukimalizia kwa sababu wewe ni mtu wa jua kali kama mimi. So then hebu ambia watu wa jua kali kitu fulani ambao maybe utaangalia pale kamera. Waambie tu watu wa jua kali vile wataweza kuja for counseling.
Watu wa jua kali kuna changamoto mingi, lakini mimi nawaomba counseling ni mzuri kwa sababu mawazo labda kazi imekukosa for a long time. Sasa ukifikanga mahali bako unajiuliza sasa nitaishi aje? Unaona hiyo bado unaenda, afya inaendelea hata kuharibika. Sasa ni heri tu watu wa jua kali wenzetu tafutanga counseling. Inaweza wasaidia iwasongeshe a step. Mtu anaweza kupea mawaidha ikufunua akili ile kitu huko unajua ujue. Asante
sana. So watu wa jua kali vile Makori amesema, hebu tafuta wakati muende for counseling na mtasaidika kwa kazi zenu na kwa mahusiano yenu yote. Asanteni na karibu sana kwa wakati mwingine. Habari yako fundi?
Njema.
Naona uko na kazi mzuri hapa. Sawa. Mimi naitwa Ivan Oigara. Mimi ni counselor kutoka Acadia Harmony and Wellness Center. So kitu tunafanya, tunapita kwa msaa hivi tukielezea watu about counseling na mambo ya mental health. So ndio maana tumepita hapa kwenu leo, tumekuja hapa. So maybe tuambie wewe ni nani?
Mimi ni Victor Ogutu.
Victor Ogutu.
Yes.
Thank you Victor. So sijui kama unajua counseling ni kitu gani, na kama sijui kama umeenda counseling.
Hiyo sijui. Hiyo.
Na guidance. Counseling kwa Kiswahili inaitwa ushauri. Ushauri. Ushauri ni wakati unaenda kwa counselor ambaye ametrainiwa, anakusaidia kujua mambo ya counseling na mambo ya kusolve mambo yako kama uko nayo na shida ambazo uko nazo. Inaweza kuwa shida ya stress, inaweza kuwa mambo ya maybe shida yako kati yako na mtoto, kati yako na mzazi, ama inaweza kuwa mambo ya maybe kuna mtu ambaye amekufa, mtu wa karibu na wewe. Sasa hiyo ndio counseling. Na guidance ni kuambiwa kitu unafanya na kitu ambayo hautafanya. Sijui kama pale kwa shule, umeenda pale kwa shule, ukaona mahali imeandikwa counseling and guiding. Kwa shule, umeona? Hata sitaki kuuliza ulikuwa shule gani. But kama umeona ni vizuri. So hiyo ndio guidance and counseling. Na mental health ni mambo ya afya ya kiakili. Afya ya kiakili ndio mental health. So kwa hii mtaa yenu, wewe vile unajua kuna mahali unajua mtu anaweza enda kupata kazi?
Sijajua.
So hapa unaweza enda kwa mahali mingi, unaweza enda shule, unaweza enda kwa utamsalimia rafiki yako. Ashaenda. So unaweza enda kwa shule, unaweza enda hospitali, unaweza enda kwa kanisa, lakini hapo unaulizia mshauri ambaye amehitimu. Kuna wale wako trained. So hapo ndio unaenda. Alafu zile mambo ambazo unaweza peleka kwa counseling, kwa counselor kusaidia nayo, vile tumesema ni mambo ya kama umepoteza mpendwa, kama uko na stress, kama kuna mambo ya shule ambayo inamsumbua mtu, kama wakati wa kazi kuna mambo ambayo inakusumbua kazini, pia unaweza enda uambie counselor akusaidie. Sasa sijui wewe umeenda counseling?
Mimi bado.
Unaonaje, ni kitu unaweza jaribu? Kwa sababu unajua counseling ni ya normal people. Lakini wale ambao unapitia kitu unasikia ni ngumu kwako, ni ya any person can go for counseling. So hapa kwa mtaa vile tumesema kuna places mingi ambazo unaweza enda upate hiyo ushauri. Na benefits za counseling ni kama utajijua zaidi ukienda kwa counseling. Pia utasolve yale mambo ambayo yanakusumbua. Na pia ukikuwa hapo pia unaweza kujua how to solve things better. Mambo kama haya, na pia utakuwa na uhusiano mzuri na watu ambao wako kando yako, those around you.
Sawa.
Sawa. So sijui kama unaweza sema mambo ya mwisho kwa watu ambao ni wajua kali kama wewe na kama sisi hivi, sijui unaweza waambia nini? Maybe unaweza angalia ile kamera alafu uambie kitu fulani, uambie wakuje for counseling. Watu wajua kali.
Tawaambia nini? Kujituma tu. Kujituma, kujitia bidii.
Asante sana, na yeye uambie wakuje for counseling. Na wewe pia uende counseling. Umeona ni kitu ngumu kweli?
Si ngumu.
Kwa sababu unajua pale pia mambo ambayo mnaongea na counselor yote ni asili. Counselor anaweka kwa asili, hawezi ambia watu.
Poa.
So asante sana kwa wakati wako. Tuonane wakati mwingine.
Sawa.
Asante sana.
Poa, karibu.
Good evening, everyone. I see we are a number of us, and I feel that we can start by maybe saying hi, and then we will welcome the presenter or the facilitator for today. And first of all, I want to appreciate everyone else for being here, because you've taken your time to be with us here. You've taken, I know we've had a long day, and sacrificing for us to be here. I want to appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So then, even before we start, I'd like us to pray, just to appreciate that we are here, and we are, before we start the lesson, the discussion. So then I would want to pray, and then I don't know whether Tom has something to say, and then all of us will just say how our day has been and maybe an expectation from this discussion. So let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we come unto you this night, thanking you for all that you've done for us since the last time we were here in this presentation. This is a presentation that has been of great impact for us and those around us. We thank you and we ask that you be with us this evening. And those who are planning to come in, may you open the doors for them to come in. The presenter, we put him into your hands that you may guide him, and even as all that we may be able to benefit and even be able to give our experiences. We pray this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Great. So then today, just before I bring in, maybe Tom has something. But just before Tom, today we are going to talk about I want to present this. So we are going to talk about dating. We're going to talk about dating. We want to talk about dating apps, the pros and cons of dating apps. And so it's something that maybe we have seen, we have heard, and we want to share. We want to share, guided by Amoshe. Amoshe is a clinical psychologist down in Mombasa. Physically, he is in Mombasa. However, I know he's going to tell us about himself. We've been with him for some time in other uh, presentations, in other discussions. Uh, so then, of course, we already know about Acadia Harmony Counseling and Wellness Center from the YouTube, from the channels, from the discussions we've been having here, and we continue welcoming you to share with us this beauty of becoming better psychosocially. So then, how my day has been? My day has been quite, uh, quite busy, but I'm able to be here this evening because this is one of the very important topics for me and also for you. I want to pass this to Lucy. Maybe Lucy, you can also say hi, and then you pass it to someone else.
Thank you so much. My day was very busy, but I thank God it has ended well and I'm here now. And I'm eagerly waiting for this session. I know there are a lot to learn. Yeah, and I'm grateful. Thank you. And I pass it to Tina.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Tina.
So thank you so much, Lucy. I take it. My day has been so fantastic. I of course busy, and I'm here. I also expect to learn a lot. Yeah, especially to know, you know, more about this, online dating and like to help my clients, know the real person behind the profiles. Yeah, even before they see them. Yeah, that's what just one of my expectations, and I want to pass it to Catherine. Thank you.
Catherine, I don't know whether you are available or we give you some time to say hi. If you are not able to say hi as at now, that's totally okay. Maybe I'll pass it to Julia.
Thank you. My name is Julia, and I'm happy to be in this forum today. I'm so eager to learn about these meeting updatings because it is confusing the youth and the young people. They are getting themselves in trouble.
Hello?
So
Oh, Catherine, we'll come. Good evening. We'll come to you. Let's listen to Julia first. Okay, Julia, you can go on.
So I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to a good session and a lot of wisdom and knowledge I'm going to get from here. Thank you so much, and I pass it to maybe I'm not seeing the members, so maybe you can pass it to someone else. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Julia. Maina, oh, sorry, Maingi. Maingi, good evening. Just say hi.
Hey, good evening. My day has been and is still going on well. Still haven't finalized on work, so I'll be listening in as I work. Looking forward to discuss the topics. Seems rather interesting. So pass it on to the other person.
Thank you, Maingi. I don't know that Catherine is back. Then I can pass it to Tom.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Yes, my name is Tom Kuna. I'm a co-director and co-founder of Arcadia Harmony together with Evans. Thank you for all those who've tuned in. I hope we are going to have fulfilling and open and empowering discussions. I'm also looking forward a lot to learn. I have some staff, very many young staff, who tell me they've embraced updating, online dating, and so I am behind in so many aspects, but here it is. Let's share. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. So then I'll pass it to, I don't know if there's anyone I'm leaving out. I'll pass it to Ian. Amosha, good evening. Let's hear your voice. Just say hi.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you're so much audible.
Great. Yeah, it's good to be here. I'm calm today. I'm looking up to learning from each other. Yeah. So I believe learning is two-way traffic. We're just here to discuss, deliberate, and see what best can we come out of this discussion. Thank you. Back to you, Evans.
Thank you, Daktari. When you say you are calm, I imagine how you are calm, especially after adapting to Mombasa and the calmness in Mombasa. So I can hear even your voice is calm. So just before I take it back to Ian, just to go on. Joseph, good evening, welcome. Would you want to say hi?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Joseph Minor, and I'm a psychologist profession, and I'm happy to join you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Welcome. And so I take it back to Amoshe. Amoshe, I think I'll stop sharing from my side so that you take over. That's okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and ukuwe na presentation on your side just in case yangu ilete maneno, technology, anything can happen. So Mr. Evans hapo utakuwa my backup in case of anything.
Good. Kindly send it to me. Feel free to send it to me, Amoshe.
Sawa sawa. I will send it as we continue the discussion.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So for the sake of time, now allow me to start. Okay. Yeah. So as I continue to open these documents, in the world, we are around 8 billion people. And out of these 8 billion people, almost 3 to 4 billion are at a dating age. We live in a fast environment. Everything is fast. We eat fast foods. We live fast life. Everything that we do is fast, fast, fast. Sometimes we tend to be too fast to the extent that we forget other things are happening in a different way rather than we are used to. So today I want us to look at something interesting, something that every one of you can relate. And I want to ask if anyone can see my screen. If you can see, maybe you can send an emoji on your screen. And maybe you can, Evans, you can open your mic and say the topic today, if you can see it.
Dating apps, pros and cons by Moshe Yan, clinical psychologist.
Exactly. Yeah. So Amoshe Ian is my name. I'm a psychologist, clinical psychologist to be specific. I work with USAID for a program called Stawisha Pwani in Mombasa, where I'm the program officer in charge of mental health. Other than that, I also have a startup. It's called Brain Psych, whereby we motivate the brain. We put the brain motivated, na power, so that it can do wonders in terms of the motivation that comes with it. I'm also an MFT, marriage and family therapist. I'm also a TOT, trainer of trainers. So I do facilitate trainings. I am also an FMVA, financial modeling and valuation analyst. So an FMVA is simply a financial analyst. So in as much as we are doing one-on-one sessions, sometimes we also look at the biggest problem that most clients have is money related. So that's why I pursued the FMVA side, and so on. So in my profile, you can see I've done several things. I can't mention all of them, but I believe in being simple because I believe simplicity takes me to places that maybe if I was not simple, I could not have reached. Yeah, so school, nilienda Moi University. Yeah, I can see some fans. I know some people from this list, so I can see some alumni somewhere. Yeah, then I also went to Australia to do some school and work and back. Yeah, so other than that, that's the other things that we've done. You'll be able to see it later on when I'm sharing the slides. So our topic today is dating apps. First of all, ukiangalia that topic, dating apps, there are two things in this topic. The name apps and the name dating. So when we say apps, it's a short form for applications, for those who are wondering what is apps. So it's a web-based, small web-based application that you can put in your mobile phone. And then when we say dating, this is whereby maybe you reach at a particular age, you have emotions, you have feelings, and now you want someone to share with your emotions and feelings and relationships with. So you start dating that person with an expectation that maybe you'll form something either temporary or permanent. So that is what we call dating. So if you combine the two words, you have dating apps. So apps that are used for dating. And when we say a clinical psychologist, you simply mean a psychologist whose main focus is in a clinical setup, like a hospital or any other clinical setup. Yeah, so pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages, what works, what does not work. So I believe we've understood the topic. Allow me to go straight to the stats. So according to statistics, I was looking at a statistics from a source called Statista Market Forecast that said 452 million people will be registered in online dating apps by 2028. So meaning in the next 3 years.
As you're going on, Your slides are not moving.
Oh,
Eh,
okay.
yes, now it's moving now.
Great. Is it on the stats page?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, kama nilijua. This technology lazima ikuje na challenges zake. Anyway, so imagine 452 million people wote wako kwa online dating apps. In Kenya, 1,120,000 people are active on dating sites. And they also say that this number keeps growing by 2% of the population. So that means it keeps growing by 2 people out of 100. So for every 100 people that you've served at your workplace, 2 people will start using online dating apps. So that means after some time, this 1,120,000 people, after some time will be 2 million, and then 3, 4, 5 as we continue. Remember, only around 3.4 billion people are at the dating age. So meaning the numbers are rising very fast, and it's something that people actually undermine. So it's something that is trending. It's something that the younger generations, the Gen Zs, Generation Ys, and the rest are actually embracing as part of their own dating. Some of the most common apps that are used for dating, online dating apps, include Tinder. I think at some point you've come across at least one of these. We have Bumble, we have Badoo, we have Bumpy, we have dating.com, and we also have Afro Introduction, among others. So we have so many apps that we cannot even mention, they cannot even fit in this page, but people are embracing the aspect of going for a dating app. And we'll see later on why do these 1 million people plus go for the dating apps instead of maybe do the physical dating, end up kutana na mtu and you start having a conversation. So why these numbers? And what does these numbers mean when it comes to our own lifestyle? So let's go to the next slide. What are these dating apps? So dating apps are online web-based applications that help people connect for romantic social relationships. So your intention is dating someone, but you're using the web-based apps application that will help you connect that person that you like with you. So it simply means this person has created a profile in the app. Like let's say, for example, the most common app, let's say Facebook app. Uko na profile yako pale Facebook. You have a profile on Facebook, and then someone else has a profile. So you look at this profile and you look at the photos, the posts, the activity this person is doing, and then it will help you determine whether you want to be a friend of this person or not. So same thing happens to the dating apps. You create a profile, and then someone else likes it. If they like it, they move on to the next level. I'll show you step by step how it's done. Other than that, the technology that is used in these dating apps, it uses an algorithm that is location based, meaning it can identify, you give it permission to access your location, and then it can tell you, Joyce Njeri, Mombasa, is looking for this and this man. And then there is now Evans, Mombasa is looking for this and this lady. So if they match, it goes to the next level. If they don't, you swap to the next person. How do they work? So this is how a dating app work. You create an account and you fill your details, and then it gets verified. So I'm Moshe here, a clinical psychologist working in blah blah blah. Umeitengeneza hapo Moshe Ian. And then you fill all your details, what you like, what you don't like, whether you have a child, whether you are single, whether you are looking for maybe someone to just have a casual relationship or to just have sex and it ends there, or whether you're looking for a committed relationship. So it asks you a series of questions And then by filling those questions, it will help you identify someone who is the strongest match with your profile. So you'll see some people maybe matching 90%, some people matching 20%. People who share your likes will have a stronger percentage. People who don't share your likes will have the opposite. So you update your profile and photos, of course, so that people will understand how you look like now and what you're doing. So in many dating apps like Tinder, we have OkCupid. If you like the person, you swipe right. If you don't like the person, you swipe left. So it passes to the next person. So it's like a series of book where you swipe. When you like someone, unaisukuma pande ya right. So if you don't, to the left. So once you swipe right and the other user, where she or he is, PM swipe right, it means the two of you are matching. You want him and he wants you. So it gives you that notification, it's a match. So once the match is created, the person now can have a one-on-one chat with you. In some platforms, you cannot inbox someone until they are your match. But in some platforms, they allow you to inbox the person, and then the person can decide whether to respond to you or not. So whether it's a match or not, you're the one to decide. From there now, once you have matched, now you can talk to your incoming lover, bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh, that you've just met online and you don't know much about, but you're willing to learn something from. So in this digital generation, this is something that is really happening, especially among the younger generations. So it might be you not being the person using the dating app, but one thing that you should always remember is we also have children somewhere who can actually create your profile just for the sake of accessing the dating app, because it's only allowed for people who are at the age of 18 and above. So they may actually limit that, but the problem with online stuff is you will not know who the user is. They can use a wrong profile. So whether you're using the apps or not, you need to know what are some of the dangers that you are exposing your children to. So why should someone join a dating app? Number one, because of ease of meeting people. Yeah, you only look at this is too dark, sitaki huyu. This one looks like Gen Z Goliath. This one is too tall for me. This one looks like Inspector Mwala. Now this is the best, shortest person I've ever met. So when I swipe right and it picks your Inspector Mwala and you're ready to move on. Ease of meeting people. Number two, the main reason why other people also use dating apps is because of boredom. You've been chasing John and Kamau here, and they are not actually giving in to you. So you feel like, let me go online. Let me just see if I can maybe keep myself busy and just try to talk to someone, talk to a stranger, try to pretend that I like a stranger so that maybe we'll vibe or not. Boredom. I'm bored, so what do? I go to that app and explore. Number three, seeking adventure or curiosity. Sasa niko sure juu tumemention Tinder, tumemention OkCupid somewhere, someone will be like, okay, how do they look? And then out of curiosity or seeking adventure, they'll go and download the dating app, and then they'll try and see, is it something that can work for me? Number four is motivation by casual relationships or sex. Yeah, some people prefer to have a casual relationship whereby you just have sex with someone, maybe for payment, and then they go. They call it hookups. You hook
Excuse
up
me,
with someone.
Amoshe.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. You haven't moved the slides. I think we are on number 5, and I think you are talking about number 6.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. So some people go to the dating apps because of just having a casual relationship. You just want to have someone who maybe you'll just be having sex with for the sake of it, maybe for payment, and then it ends there. Not having a committed relationship with someone. And you'll get someone also with a similar ambition. They don't want a commitment in that relationship, so they prefer to be body to body, and then it all ends there. So motivated by casual relationship. Um, the fifth reason why people go for dating apps is seeking for validation or boosting your self-esteem. Imagine this, you are a teenager, you've been rejected and rejected and rejected by these girls. And you're growing into an adult and nobody's accepting you. So you feel like you are worthless. You feel like your esteem is really low and you need someone to be there by your side, someone to date. So sometimes you may join that app so that it boosts your self-esteem. So that you feel makes you feel like I'm actually important, I'm actually handsome, I look good, I'm beautiful. So that by joining that app, it will help you boost your self-esteem. Same thing to seeking validation. You want to be told you look nice, you are dressing perfectly. Yeah, there's always that person who will see the good side of you, in as much as you have so many bad sides. So that's maybe the thing that you're looking for in that dating app, seeking validation. And the last reason why people maybe may prefer using dating apps is because of the desire for social networks. So you just want to network with new people. I want a person who is an engineer. I want a person who flies to Dubai every weekend. And this person can only be found in maybe these apps. So you make it clear from your profile this is who you want. And then it will help you have that desire of now socializing with great people in the society. So we also have people go there just to socialize, make new friends, and maybe attend those events that they may not be able to attend without having invites from friends, especially if they are introverted. So, who uses these apps? So we have general user groups of dating. Most people who are between the age of 18 and 30, especially people who are in college and in the mid-early career professionals, they prefer going for that app so that they'll be exposing themselves to the dating world. The most common apps that they use is Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. So these are common apps. They are dating apps. They are well known, and they have more improved security features in terms of personal security. So youth and adults between 18 to 30. And then we have this group of busy professionals. So people are too busy to look for so many things. So they prefer to join apps that will make them connect with people who are busy like them, professionals like them. So they go for apps like Hinge, The League, or eHarmony. We have apps that are known to be mostly used by LGBTQ plus individuals. So maybe you need someone of your sexual orientation, and it's very hard for you to get them in other apps. So they look for apps with more population that is related to the LGBTQ community. So a good example is Grindr. We have Her, we have Lex, and OkCupid. We also have people who are divorced or recently single adults. Yeah. Mzee amekuacha and you feel like you need someone to date. Someone tell you that you are beautiful. So what you do, you look for apps that can help you have someone like you, a perfect match. Actually, one of the app is called Match, and then eHarmony or Bumble. So we also have people in rural or isolated areas. You are in Turkana and you're looking for maybe a Christian lady to date. And in your environment, you can mostly see a Muslim lady. So what do? You go for the dating apps. We also have older adults, 40 years and above. Yeah, so we have two main common apps that are used by these older people. We have Our Time, and we also have Silver Singles. For travelers, people who are in the digital nomads, people who like to move from one place to the other, they are most common in Tinder, Bumble, or Happy End or Happy. Yeah, so we have also non-monogamous or polyamorous individual. So when you say polyamorous, these are maybe if a woman is polyandrous or polyamorous, it can be one woman having several men as her partners or as the people that she's dating. And then you have people who are non-monogamous, whereby they feel like I am not interested in this kind of relationship. I have to be maybe I don't want relationships that are not maybe emotional attached to them. I just want to be maybe casual, and that's how it goes. I'm your mama, I'm your mama's, and you are my kijana, and we move on. It's just one way forward. So common apps, we have OkCupid, Open, and the rest. And then you have people in the niche with interest or identities. Yeah, you're looking for the beard gang, you join Bristol. You're looking for Jewish people, you join Swipe. You're looking for a Muslim, you join a Muzmatch. Yeah, so Muzmatch is mostly for, so that those are people who have similar interests, similar niche, similar identities. And then you have people who are seeking specific relationship types. Yeah, looking for hookups, looking for partners, looking for long-term partners. Some people look for short-term partners, looking for casual relationship. Those are mostly found in Tinder for the casuals, Hinge for the serious people, Field for the non-traditional people. So in summary, we can only say that the apps that people target depends on what they want. If they want something that is more official, they go for more official apps. If they want something that's more casual, they go for more casual apps. Now, I believe by now you've understood well in terms of how these people go for the app, why they go for the app, some of the apps that they go for, and all those reasons that they use as maybe a reason to go for those apps. What most people don't understand is these online dating apps may come with psychological impacts. They may come with an effect on your own mental health. Like for example, some of the negative things or negative patterns that someone may form when you're going for these dating apps instead of physical relationships, the traditional boy chasing the girl and then they end up getting married way. Some of the negative behavioral patterns that may come out is this. Number one, we have swiping addiction. Actually, addiction is divided into two. We have the substance addiction and then we have the non-substance or behavioral addiction. So for the substance addiction, mostly this is now the alcohol, cigarettes, weed, all those drugs that people use. But people forget that we also have the non-substance or behavioral addiction, things like pornography, things like sex addiction. So any behavior that you have can actually be an addiction. So sometimes when you join these apps, you want to swipe to the right and get that person, or swipe to the left and pass that person. You may end up having that addiction of just want to swipe, 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 swipe. So it's a behavior whereby you become too choosy to the extent that your mind your mind tells you that out here also relationships can also be swiped as they move sideways. So you see someone passing, you're like, no, this one is too black, this one is too tall, this one is too brown as you swipe through. So it has started from online swiping and then you translate it to the physical world swiping. So you have a behavioral addiction that is resulting from swiping because you don't like someone or something. You start having compulsion. Compulsion is whereby if you want it and you want it now. And then you also have habit loops. So some habits, you're skipping them. You're not seeing some habits. You pretend not to see some negative traits of someone so that you'll focus on only the positive things if you like someone. Number two, we also have choice overload. You're used to seeing 20 women going through your screen without choosing one person that you're going to date on that online app. So you feel like, now who do I choose? I've seen this one is tall, this one is not tall. Huyu akona figa namba 8, lakini huyu mwingine naye akona flat. She is flat. So you're left with a decision fatigue, whereby you're not sure whether should I take this, should I take this. And in the end, your brain feels like it's a bit worn out. You're left wondering, who do I choose now? So this is also transmitted to the outside world, whereby you have a decisional fatigue in the real life scenarios. So you'll be seeing options, but you find it hard to make a decision. So it affects your decision making. Number 3, social validation. Sometimes people feel important when you tell them you look good, you look handsome, you look beautiful. But when you're used to online dating, sometimes that social validation can be tied to the way you get matches. So if most people don't give you a like to show you that you are important, to show you that they want you, you start questioning yourself, kwani mi nakaanga aje? Ama mi niko na sura personal, ndio maana kila mtu anitaki. So sometimes you start looking for validation from the outside world instead of making yourself feel important from deep within based on who you believe you are as a person. Social validation. So most of the social validation might actually be tied to the way you get matches. Ukipata matches mingi unadhani you are too good, you look so nice, you are so handsome, but maybe kwa ground vitu ni different. And then curiosity and boredom. Yeah, so sometimes people just swipe to the extent that you just feel bored with everyone and everything. And then you translate it to the outside world. Everybody becomes boring. You're just curious to see, na huyu next anakaa aje? Ningechukua huyu lakini yako na macho ndogo, hizi nazo ni kubwa sana, nishtua siku akiamuka. So that curiosity, you keep on swiping and swiping. And as you do this, many times you do them alone, in isolation. So this one may lead to escalated cases of depression because you're not interacting with normal people outside there in the day-to-day environment. And something else that may also be escalated is electronic addiction and pornography. Yeah. So kuna mtu mwenye maybe hakuwa na plan maybe kufanya masturbation, but ameona bone of her bone, amepita mahali akasema bas, as much as I may not be able to get this Rihanna, but this Rihanna here online, acha nichukue sheria mikononi. So sometimes it may trigger things like masturbation, things like depression, things like social isolation, etc. And then desire for connection is escalated. So there's a normal level where you feel like I want to be with someone, but there's a level whereby you feel like I've been in this app for long and I've not been getting someone, so I really need to connect with someone immediately. So you just end up picking anybody that is available on that app, and then you start dating them, not because you wanted them, but you desired that connection of love. The second last one is sometimes the online dating apps might trigger exploration and non-committal relationship. So when you say non-committal, we simply mean relationships with no commitment. So you just want to go there for maybe casual relationship, sex, done. Or it might trigger that exploration. You want to see, niko na huyu lakini huyo next anakaa aje. So you explore the next, and before you know it, it's the whole night na hujalala. And the last one is ghosting and breadcrumbing. So how does this happen? Ghosting. You've seen a very pretty girl or a very handsome man, and you began a conversation. And then you ask them, so unaishi wapi? Unasikia Kibera. Na wewe mwenyewe umeishi uptown, Lavington, you're living in those Kitusuru areas and the rest. So you feel like, hapa, wacha nipotee, I have to disappear as soon as possible. Yeah, as fast as your feeble legs can carry you. So you ghost that girl. So penye hapo ana feel ni kama kwani mbona alinikimbia after nimesema Kibera. So next time ana change location, anasema I live in the suburbs of Karen instead of kusema anaishi Kibera. Anyway, so ghosting. Sometimes people may be ghosted based on the traits that may be expressed in that online app, which might leave a psychological impact on the person who is ghosted. So ukiambia tu mtu I'm a single mom of one, ghost, unabaki peke yako. Ukiambia mtu I am broke but I can love you 100%, ghosted. Ukiambia mtu I'm a thief but I want to change and become a pastor, ghosted. And then breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing ile ni kama unang'ang'ania what is left, breadcrumbs. So kuna wale wenye they are so desperate for that relationship to the extent that anybody that comes, they will just accept. They just want someone. So you end up having a breadcrumb instead of the real bread. So you just take anybody that comes. And then in the end, you start getting regrets. You start feeling like you should not be there. I even regret being alive. In as much as we have negative things that may come with online dating, we also have positive behavioral patterns that may come with online dating apps. Like for example, they may encourage communication skills. Yeah, kuna watu wajui kusocialize just by communicating from one person to the other, but as you meet these people, they start expressing themselves. So I am so and who are you? And then you start realizing, oh, I have a profile. And my profile says, my name is this and this. My name is Amoshe Ian. I'm a clinical psychologist. I do blah, blah, blah. So through that, you're communicating who you are to the other person. So sometimes when you now communicate now physically to the other people, it's like you're practicing something that you're used to do, that you're used to doing it on the dating apps. So it encourages communication skills. Number 2, it can facilitate identity expression and self-concept awareness. So sometimes some people don't actually know who they are as a person, but by them just updating that profile, they start questioning themselves that, okay, so I have only done a certificate in hairdressing, and people out here have degrees. So they start to be able to, they'll be able now to look at themselves and identify who they are as a person, and they can now express who they are based on the profile that they have created, assuming that they were having a genuine profile. And self-concept awareness. Who are you when you look at the image of yourself in a mirror? So ukisikia tu anakuambia unakaa vizuri and you've never seen yourself looking good, your self-concept becomes more aware. Oh, so I'm handsome, so I'm beautiful, so I'm curved, yeah, so I'm tall, dark, and handsome, so I am petite. Yeah. So self-concept awareness. Number 3, it increases the pool of potential partners. Yeah. I'm assuming that out there, you not meet all those people. You might meet maybe an average of, let's say, 5 people in a day who might be interested in you. But online, if you are matching most profile, you can even get 20 suitors within 5 minutes. So you have a very big pool to choose from as potential partners, potential suitors, people who feel like they might be having something that might take you to the next level of the relationship. Number 4, it makes you more self-aware because of the profile sharing and people understanding what you like, interests, dislikes, such things. And also based on the feedbacks that they give you. So if they tell you, uko na attitude mama, then you'll be like, well, okay, I need to maybe deal with my attitude before I maybe look at something else. Other than that, also your communication patterns, the way you attachment styles. Are you a person who feels you are dependent on someone too much, or are you a person who feels independent without other people? So how do you attach to other people? And then it boosts rejection tolerance. Unakataliwa mpaka unakubali, hapa ukikataliwa you just move on. Yeah, because you unaweka profile mbaya, everybody's like pass. And then ukishaanza sasa ku update profile, weke picha yako ile umepiga mpya na nguo mpya pale karibu na the newest joint, hidden gems, then you start getting more and more visits to your profile. So sometimes some people may be rejected and they have a higher tolerance. So akikuja hata akimreject kwa barabara huku nje, akikuita ana feel like it's just one person mwenye amefinya pass or to the left, and there are more people out there who may be wanting my vibe. So it boosts rejection tolerance. Ukiachwa hauendi kujinyonga kwa sababu ni online app, there are more other people that you can swipe. So what are some of the emerging issues with these apps? Number one, there's a high risk of catfishing and exploitation or abuse. So tukisema catfish, we simply mean a fake profile. So mtu anakuja hapo anasema yeye ni my name is Amoshe Kenyatta and I'm the firstborn of Uhuru Kenyatta. We have a lot of money and I can buy you anything that you want. And then the next day anakuambia niko hapa Java, ni kama kadi yangu haifanyi, send me 10,000 nilipe this bill, and then once I get to my bank I'll just send you some money. So kwa zile za mtoto wa president, mbona ninyime mtoto wa rais, hata kama ni one time bado ako na pesa, tuma hiyo pesa. So akifanyia hivyo watu 10, ako na 10,000 times 10 which is 100,000, that is a full time job. Akipata 20 people ni kama anapata promotion. Catfishing, exploitation and abuse. They may exploit you in a way that they know you have resources, so they are taking advantage of them. And then abuse. So they may sometimes they even maybe take something from you, or maybe abuse you physically, emotionally, etc. So there is those issues that need to be watched out for. Number two, men often face fewer matches, which might lead to a feeling of worthlessness or frustration. I think you've seen this one even in social media. Mwanaume anapost picha yake hapo amekalia stool na amevaa ile nguo ya kitambo, anapata likes 3, moja yake, moja ya mtu wao, moja wa familia, labda ingine mtu wa kanisa. And then a lady posts maybe nguo ya kitambo tu bado, but it's quite revealing. Within 5 minutes akona 100 likes na comments. Hadi unaanza kushangaa, kwani am I a stone? Am I not important to these people? So a feeling of worthlessness or frustration, sometimes it might be a problem, especially to us men. I'm not saying that women don't also face it. Imagine being a woman and all your friends are getting 1,000 likes, 1 million likes, alafu foto yako kuna likes 5 yako, ya boyfriend yako, ya labda ex mwenye anakutafuta, ya mtu mwenye anakudai daily ndio kukumbuke ana exist, and sometimes even your fake account umelike nayo. So kuna 5 bora and you're waiting for a better experience. Number 3, women often experience more unwanted attention, harassment when they reject a man. So even in the online dating apps, we also have those men mwenye ukimkataa anasema kwenda na venye hata hujui kuoga. So they may harass you either verbally, in a way that when you reject them, they try and push it to your face that wewe ndio shida, si mimi. So sometimes also women experience that unwanted attention. Unataka watu waone venye uko na a very innocent and beautiful soul, but everybody is seeing your thighs, everybody is seeing how you are curved and how you have a very nice body, instead of seeing who you are as a person. Ama doctor, mtu aoni hiyo doctor, mtu anaona huyu doctor kuna venye amejengwa, ametengenezwa vizuri, I would want to stay with this person. So sometimes you may get unwanted attention. They are focusing on the wrong things. And the last one is safety of your data. There's that term, pseudonymity. Pseudo from the pseudo accounts, fake accounts that are anonymous, nimity. So sometimes people may use a pseudo account so that you think it's someone trying to date you, and then they extract data from you. So they'll know who you are, where you live, where your children go to school, and then they may use it actually against you. So that is something that is an emerging. There was a movie called The Tinder Swindler. It was based on a real life example where someone used the Tinder as an app to extort finances from ladies, claiming to have a very bougie lifestyle. So safety of your data, pseudonymity. As we continue, if you have any question, you can be posting in the comment section, feel free. Tips for healthy dating app use. So we've seen that it has the good side, it has the bad side. So how do you use the apps in a healthy way? Number one, boundaries. You should set healthy digital boundaries. Do not over-disclose sensitive information. This is what we mean. Just like you have boundaries on your physical relationship, also online, try and set a very good boundary in a way that they will not be crossing your path. Yeah, you know where you should draw the line. If you disclose too much information, it might land in the wrong hands. And if you disclose also sensitive information, they may actually use it against you. Number two, do not rely on apps as a determinant of self-worth. Like the other example that I gave you, just because you're getting 2 likes doesn't mean that you are just liked by 2 people. So you are worthy, you are more important in life more than those online determinants for who you are. So do not rely on the applications as a determinant for your own self-worth. You are beautiful, you are handsome, just the way you are. Number 3, do not ignore red flags. I've seen people trying to feel like, this guy is a good person, but in real sense, umeanza kuambiwa, this guy is well known as a scammer. Red flag. But uko zile za he said he changed, aliomboa na pastor juzi na akaekelewa mikono na imam, so sahi ako sawa kabisa, without actually taking time to do a background search and see, is this person really being genuine or not? So if you see any red flag, investigate, do your own care, do your own boundary in a way that you'll be safe no matter the outcomes. And number 4, use breaks intentionally to minimize online addiction. Usishinde the whole night unataka kuswap watu 500 kuanzia saa 5 za usiku hadi 6 asubuhi, and then ikifika time ya job you are dizzy, you are sleepy, unaweza kuthrow anger tantrums because you are not feeling like life is working out for you because you did not use breaks when you are using the dating apps. So any kind of app that you're using, you need to control it in a way that you will not be overusing it because it can be addictive. And number 5 is seek therapy when exposed to online dating trauma. Seek therapy. Sometimes you might be traumatized by just going through those dating apps. Maybe you're chatting with someone, alafu maybe anakutumia pictures that you are not even comfortable to see, and then una assume umeskip, and then by mistake instead of deleting unatuma kwa WhatsApp group, na hii WhatsApp group iko na pastor wenu, iko na mama yako, iko na watu wa nyumbani, and you end up wondering where do I start? You are traumatized. You don't even know how to face people anymore because you've shared a nude picture of a man and you're a woman in a group that you don't feel comfortable sharing with. So sometimes it can be traumatizing. The solution is therapy, counseling, therapy. Go and see a psychologist, go and see a Moshe, go and see Evans, go and see any person that you prefer. I have self-reflection questions on that. Have you ever thought or tried online dating apps? Maybe I would like to hear people's opinion on the comment section as we'll be taking the questions. And the second question is, do you think dating apps are good or bad? Because as you've seen, it's more of an opinion. Some people will prefer the dating apps, some people will prefer not having the dating apps. So it's something that may be subject to discussion, subject to you looking at them in your own opinion. But if you ever tried them, maybe you can tell us your experience and we'll see if we can learn something from them. As I conclude, there's this statement that dating apps are on the rise and they cannot be avoided. So let us learn how best can we live around them as we encourage informed decision making to our teens. So it should be based on people's decision making and not just an app. So not entirely based on the online world, and don't live your life 100% online. Yeah. So kufikia hapo, maybe I will leave room for questions and I hand it back to Evans as we look at the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daktari. Let's appreciate him. You've really done a lot. You've given us a lot of information, very important information concerning dating apps. And what caught my attention this evening is the fact that someone can spend the whole night just browsing, looking for that person, looking for that partner. That really caught my eyes, and you called it swiping addiction. That someone can get an addiction called swiping addiction. You know, I'm imagining that even it's not just at night, even during the day, someone is working and they are not on their phone for maybe business purposes, but they are there for they are trying to look for a partner. That really caught my attention, and also choice overload, where someone has a lot of is spoiled of choice, so sometimes they may even not end up getting anyone because everyone has at least something that they like. That really that really caught my attention. Thank you so much. So then we would want to hear what is it that has caught your attention, and any you can type in or you can ask, and anything that maybe you'd want to discuss about. I'm seeing Tom has asked a question. What is the global trend on the growth of dating apps? What is the global trend on the growth of dating apps? Moshe, that is a question Tom has asked. Maybe as you are looking for it, you can just get someone to, I don't know whether you want to answer it now or we get some comment as you also look for that.
Okay, yeah, I can answer it. As we were starting, we mentioned that there's a 2% increase. And when we say 2%, it's 2% of the entire population that is increasing from time to time. So that means for all the numbers that we shared, like for example, in Kenya, 1 million, 1.1 or 1.2 million people are on the dating apps. So that means 2% are increasing every day, every day, every day. So meaning like 1.2 and then 2% ongezeke and such. So the numbers are rising. The good thing about technology is it spreads faster than even statistics. So as we speak now, I'm sure there are people who are joining the online dating apps for the first time. So it's a crazy statistic. People are on the rise. The numbers are escalating. And also social media apps are being used now as dating apps. So it might be just Facebook for you, but for the other person is a place that they can go and fish.
Thank you so much. Any other comments? Any other inputs? George, I don't know whether you want to say something, not necessarily about that question.
I am assuming you're referring to me.
Yes, George Warari.
I could be other.
Good evening. And
thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much, Ian, for that comprehensive presentation. I think quite a lot of things to grasp and to try to uncover. I have just a few lectures in terms of what you are sharing. I think one of them is what Tom is asking on the chat is because you talk about the rising trend of this. So maybe what is pushing people to I could have a physical dating with maybe people in the community here or wherever I live or wherever I work. But you're saying that it's a lot of increase in terms of online dating apps. Is it a psychological issue for society or a concern that needs to be addressed so that because they'll keep on increasing and of course like you're saying we'll keep on getting numbers and numbers increasing in terms of all this. And then the other thing that I've also noted is that when you spoke about the positive aspects, you talked about the issue of self-esteem, and I was just trying to reflect that yes, I could be having maybe good comments or good feedback from the online dating apps, and that may improve my self-esteem. But I've seen in the social media, I can have one very positive and uplifting comment. Then the next comment comes very negative. And the more that is there, that either picture or whatever I'm posting, there's a lot of mixed reaction. So I don't know how that can boost because it's not that you get all the positives. If, for example, even if you get like five of them, you'll find that maybe two are positive, three are negative, and of course they keep on. And that's why you find that people keep on changing pictures, people keep trending and all that. And it's like like I'm getting it from the online dating apps. The other thing that was even catching my attention was that you also mentioned about the improved communication. Yes, 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 they can improve communication, but I'm looking at the mixture that comes to social media. That there are so many things that come in here, not just and I'm also looking at communication in terms of maybe somehow it has affected how we communicate because like now I'm hiding behind the screen to tell somebody something, and then when somebody has come on, I'm saying that you have a lot of communication, and then I'm hiding behind the screen to say something. But when I meet you physically, will I be able to say the same thing? Just like to connect those two that yes, there is good communication, but if I meet you physically, will I be able to say the same thing? Let me just pause there for now. Just my those are just my thoughts. You may respond to them or just maybe hear others what they have to say. Thank you, and back to you, Evan.
Thank you so much, George. Very important points of reflection uh, that you have put across, and thank you for what has caught your attention. Um, I don't know whether Augustine wanted to say something. Maybe Augustine, as you're planning to say something, I'm seeing Tom has some comments here. I'm concerned about whether there are environmental factors driving the increase in the use of apps, these dating apps, like working longer hours. I'm imagining that someone is in their place of work for long hours, then they don't, maybe their social life is decreased. Tough economy, yeah, digital penetration, more use of social media. Maybe these are, I want to agree with Tom that these could be other factors, contributing factors to using these dating apps because someone feels that the apps are available. They have nowadays everything is online, including food. You just order food and you get it. There's a lot of online advantage. So then, yes, I want to agree that these can boost. On the dangers, I feel we need to overemphasize the use of criminals, masked conmen, fraudsters, exploiters, kidnappers, imposters, blackmailers, and such like. True. Moshe shared something that about someone masking their identity, and I don't know what whether that is what catfishing meant in terms of uh, someone taking the identity and using it wrongly, taking your data and using it wrongly. And yes, I want to agree that we've seen, of course, femicide here in Kenya. It has been on the rise, especially in the last few months. And it- some of these stories are that these people met either online, Facebook, or these dating apps. And so this could be the first or the second time that they are meeting. And such incidences happen, which you have seen on television and on social media happening, including death. So then, yes, I want to agree that criminal elements, there's a criminal element about these social media and these dating apps. Uh, I- Augustine, I don't know whether you wanted to say something or any other person. Maybe you can just carry up your hand or type in. Yes, Tom.
Maybe I could just give some uh, feedback I have had. I I interact with a program, a mentorship program where with young people, and this, of course, this comes up. One of the issues that comes up is a lack of the social skills, the inability to develop the social skills of communicating, of of saying, we say in Kiswahili kukatia, of enjoying the moment of attraction, affection, of enjoying the excitement of meeting, hooking up, preparing for the date, enjoying the date. I think there's a very important aspect of that in our relationships, and especially men to women relationship. There's something that it adds. It builds up, maybe builds up our dopamine, feel good hormones about ourselves, makes us probably excited, anxious, because when you look at sometimes the casualness, especially on Fridays and Saturdays, the use of dating apps goes up in the evenings on Fridays and Saturdays, because people are like, it's Friday, oh, it's weekend, I need to hook up. And then the feedback I get is that when you hook up, and especially the casual ones, the ones, because it is more like I need to fulfill a certain need. Maybe it's connection, maybe it's bonding, or maybe it's a rush, a high of, feeling attractive for just a few hours or 24 hours or a weekend. The emptiness that comes after that, because you realize that, oh my God, I never got their first name or their second name. I never even got to know their age. I never got to see their ID. There is an emptiness. And then the feedback I also get is that you get to know the name of the person they give you, not sure whether it's a genuine name of the person, and then they give you a number. The number may work for that one evening or the next day, and then after that the number does not work and will never work. So there's that feeling of emptiness, of where you feel wasted, emptiness, and which now creates a subsequent need. Let me try again. But I think, as Amosha said, this is also it has some side effects because it might lead to addiction. The highs and lows might lead to addiction. At the same time, could lead to depression and feelings of low self-worth and feeling of emptiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom, for that contribution. Any other person? Tina, I don't know whether there's anything that you'll want to talk about before we hear something from Lucy. Lucy James. Tina? Lucy? it's good for us to share these experiences. I hear what Tom is saying, especially when you are Tom, you are saying that over the weekend that the use of these apps increase because of that rush of, hey, it's a weekend, who am I hanging out with? Because you saw some of these users, the users of these apps, including the young adults between 18 and 30, busy professionals, travelers, because someone it's already on Friday and they want to rest before they go on with their journey. So I hear what Tom is saying, and yes, I agree that it's very possible that on Fridays and over the weekend that this usage goes up for the purpose of hooking up with that person. Uh-huh. Amos, any comment? Any question?
Good evening, guys.
Good evening to you.
Okay, for me, I don't have any comment. Just want no, not any comment, but I just want to thank Dr. Moshe for taking us through this. Um, this is the first time I've I've heard about the dating apps, but it's a field I haven't explored per se. But I feel like the information that I got today, it's awesome, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Amos. And that is the beauty of uh, joining these discussions with us here in Arcadia Harmony, because it helps in creating awareness and empowering us. Betty.
Okay, no comments, but it's been very interesting, good insights, and has just given me more info on people's different motivations on why it happens. And I completely agree with Tom's comments, the two comments that he made.
Thank you so much, Betty. Joseph.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I think mine. I want to thank Dr. Moshe for the good presentation this evening. Again, I'll put a few maybe points there, because I see even when you go not only on the dating apps, if you go to Facebook, those are the people they are ghosting. They're not the real them. I think it's good. It's a good awareness having it, so that we can help the people out here. Because it's very hard sometimes to know who is the real person, and that's why you find that there are there's a lot of emotional damage that is happening to those people maybe who are dating through the apps, because you don't know the person that you're meeting, and sometimes you ignore the red flag because this is what you're looking for. You may be looking for the physique, yet you'll get that physique, but you don't know that person out there, what they do. So it's a good awareness. Thank you very much, and nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph, for that contribution and your observation. Judy.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to say thank you to Dr. Ian because of the knowledge and he has really imparted in us. And dating up, I can remember when I was a bit young on Facebook, this person who told me to meet him somewhere. And I'm telling you, when he came, the picture that I saw on Facebook and the picture that came to me are two different people. And now I know what it feels when it comes to ghosting. So thank you so much. I've learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia, even for sharing your experience. Yeah, what you asked, what you ordered for, and what is delivered is different. I can imagine. So before we hear the question from Tom, I don't know that Maureen, you have something. Maureen Mongela.
Okay, hello. I don't have much to say other than to echo everything that you all said. I mean, um, it's true about catfishing because I think filters. See, I'm so sure that one of us, some of us, umona this person vile anakaa, and then when you meet them in person, they are like completely different people. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So also it's like hiding one's what is it called, identity, in such a way that utaki kujulikana, utaki kuonekana vile, like who you really are. So vitu kwa ground zinakuwa different. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Maureen, for that insight. Yeah, about catfishing. Sheila, then we'll answer Tom's question. Sheila Kowino.
Hey, nothing much to say. Great presentation there. And thank you for this session.
Most welcome, Sheila. So then Tom has a question here, and Tom directed it to Ian. Are there personality temperaments or character traits that are prone to veer to these dating apps? Personality temperaments or character traits?
Okay. Maybe before I answer what Thomas asked, I want also to mention that in as much as we've seen all that is happening in the dating world as depicted by the slides, there is more to it, and there are emerging trends that might be coming in the future. Like for instance, I saw someone developing a Kikuyu dating app. So using a local dialect dating app and then creating awareness mashinani. So people are so much glued to the phone because of now the local dating app. Other than that, I've seen competitions. So you see a competition on maybe let's say Tinder, and the person who wins maybe this kind of match gets this kind of lady. So they compete for a lady, or maybe they compete for someone that they have a mutual interest in. So we also have emerging issues that, other than the statistics, yes, that I had not maybe mentioned before. And they all have socioeconomic and psychological effects. Yeah, so let's brace up for them. Some of them are coming in faith-based institution. Some of them are actually coming out in a positive way. They are accompanying therapy with the relationship. So it's more of like a premarital counseling kind of therapy. But now this one is predating therapy to see if these people have what they have is genuine and mutual with each other. Now, when it comes to the temperaments, one of the most interesting temperaments is the sanguine kind of temperament. They have a lot of energy. They want to show the world that this is who I am. I'm a happy person. I want to interact with them, and they feel more comfortable that when they interact with many people compared to when they are alone. So when they are alone, they feel like they're draining a lot of energy. So when it comes to the sanguine on the dating app, many times they struggle. It goes well for personalities that are more centered towards the introverted side. A phlegmatic will fit best. A person who is a sanguine will be struggling to get a match because they are expressive to everyone, and it might lead to problems. So temperaments also affect the choice of partner and how they get them when it comes to the dating apps. I don't know what the other question was. Temperaments, character traits. Yeah, people who are so much introverted, they will thrive in that field because they will feel like I am expressing less, but I'm getting more. So they feel nice. People who are extroverted, they will feel like I am talking too much and I'm getting so many people to choose from, and I wonder where to go to next. So you are flooded with choices. If you are an ambivert, sometimes intro, sometimes extro, sometimes you're not sure where you are, you may end up actually having a good balance. So I think personality, of course, it affects, temperaments affect, and they may affect how prone you are to these dating sites because this is who you are and who you are expressing yourself to. I don't know if I've answered your question, Tom.
Yes, you have. You can go on to the next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ian, for that insight. Of course, I'm imagining that the use of these social media, these dating apps, in connection with the personalities. Of course, this is an interaction. It's a form of interpersonal relationship. Then all the factors that play around the, allow me to call it, physical interaction will also play in this application of these while dating in these apps. I want to imagine that, just like Dr. Ria said, that the sanguine will be more of this one. They'll be more of having many partners and perhaps swiping. You know, they get bored quickly. They connect quickly. They get bored quickly, and that introvert will take more time. And the sanguine, I mean the melancholic, they will take more time. So then I want to imagine that it still plays the same role, or the same, in the same manner it plays even in the physical interactions. So we are coming to the end. The question that Tom is asking here is also just like sports betting. Do you think in future the apps will require some form of regulation, and should the apps companies also pay taxes? How do the apps make money?
Okay. Apps make money in different ways. Some of them pay money by subscriptions. So kuna gold members, silver, bronze, and you might pay that money so that your advert will reach more people. So for the gold members, they'll be available more frequently on people's screen compared to the silver and the bronze. So that's one way, membership. The other way that the apps make money is through advertisement. So you might be swiping and swiping, and then unakutana na advert ya Durex Blue Band. So the companies pay for those adverts to appear on those dating apps. The third way the dating apps make money is through something that we call CMS, Content Management System. The information that you provide out there. I love shoes. I love this kind of cars. They will give a summary of that information to people who are doing marketing, targeted marketing. So if it's a car company, how many people prefer Range Rovers from your app? So they sell that data to that company for the sake of marketing. So you'll go to that app and you'll talk about how you love cars. And later on, when you go to Facebook, you'll see a car advert. How did they know? It's content management system. They are selling the data that you're providing them at a fee. So that's how they make money.
Thank you so much, Daktari. I usually know that you are rich of information, and I want to imagine that everyone here would agree with me that this is quite informative, that the session that we have had this evening. So I want to thank you all for participating, for finding time to walk with us this evening. I'm happy that we have gained because all of us have said that there's something that we are going home with. So before I bring in Tom to finish, and even maybe give us a prayer, uh, I would like just that you give us permission so that we load this uh, discussion online on our YouTube channel so that we can always go through. And any other person perhaps who didn't have time to get here in this conversation, they can also benefit from this conversation. Thank you. I want to take it back to Tom.
Thank you, Evans, for that and for setting up and organizing this. But before we pen on, I'm normally quite keen person on safety, security, and compliance. I'm sorry, but you only answered part of my question. Do you think in future the apps will require some form of regulation?
Okay. Do I think that in future the apps will require some form of regulation? Yes. My answer is yes, because whenever you see information being shared and it might land in the wrong hands, sometimes actually many times we also have authoritative figures and organizations that ensure that our data is kept safe. Like for instance, Communication Authority and the likes. So I feel like in future there'll be more and more avenues to ensure that the data from maybe the dating apps is kept safe. It's an avenue that maybe it's a good place someone can explore in terms of information safety, and also the link between information that is being provided in the app as information safety versus the link between now the physical person in terms of security. So we need more data security and such things. So I feel like my answer would be yes.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Amosha, thank you very much, Evans. Mine is very simple, just to thank everyone and who made time. Thank all those who have made a contribution. I would like to just return the honors to Evans. But if there is someone who would like to say the final word or last word or some tip or insight which has just come, Amosha, you can also give us the final word and final blessing. But from all of us, at Akedi Harmony, we say thank you and may you have a good evening. And we look forward to the next webinar. If you have a keen topic of interest that you would like us to have discussion, something that is maybe trending or of keen interest, please share with Evans and we will have a look at it. Thank you. Back to you, Evans and Amosha.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Maybe we can just finish at that. I don't know whether Julia, I don't know whether you are available. You can give us a closing prayer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Am I doing it before Ian?
I don't know whether Ian has something.
Okay, I always have something. So if I'm called, I always say something. Anyway, so I'll say that as a parting shot, that the whole idea behind dating apps and all those physical kind of dating goes down to who you are as a person in terms of self-awareness. So I'll urge all members, everybody listening, everybody watching to at least be aware about who you are as a person. Go for therapy, do things that will make you become more self-aware so that in a way that when you're now dating, whether physical or online, you choose a person who fits you as a person. Thank you. Back to you, Julia.
Thank you so much. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening. We want to thank you. We want to honor you. Thank you for the topic we've had today. And thank you for the wisdom you've put in us, O King of Glory. And we pray that, Lord, we may help with that knowledge and wisdom will make it be of help to us and to others. Thank you because of this night. As we sleep, guide us and watch over us. Thank you because of everyone who has participated. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night.
Good night and thank you.